come with us to Porto Ceresio, Italy, Lugano, Switzerland, and Como, Italy to see both Lake Lugano and Lake Como, eat delicious food, go on lots of adventures including boats, funiculars, long walks on cobblestone streets, and taking the train from city to city.
So we just had some awful news. We show up to our gate at Icelandic Air and they won't let us on because we need an e-visa because we have a layover in London. And like, this lady was so rude, you know, I mean, it's like our honeymoon, we're trying to have a good time.
And she was like, you can buy it right now and you'll immediately get it. It's just $200. So we pay $200 for each of us, buy it right then, and she still doesn't let us on the flight. She says, oh, too late, I'm closing the door.
Yeah, so she basically made us buy this thing and then denied us access to the flight, so we're trying to figure stuff out. We just got another flight booked. And yeah, it's been a whirlwind, very emotional. We're just trying to get on our honeymoon into Italy, and here we are. It's definitely not Maddie's fault. It's probably my fault.
Except I'm the one that booked everything and I didn't know.
Yeah, but I just did nothing.
So we're not in London. We're in Dublin, Ireland. It has been a day. We will update you guys eventually, but we ended up having to switch flights like 3 times. Jared's visa never came through for London, so luckily we were able to get on a flight to Dublin, and we're actually going to end up getting to Italy earlier than we were ever supposed to. The only 2 oversized. We finally arrived in Italy after our long flight, and we landed in Milan, but decided that we needed to hop on the train and head into the city to get a little refreshment before we headed out to our final destination of Porto Ceresio, which sits right on Lake Lugano. So we walked around downtown Milan, stopped at Cafe Latino, and got an espresso and, believe it or not, the best bruschetta that we had on our entire trip to Italy. It was just what we needed. What do you have there?
Got a king-size Reese's imported from the United States of America. King. Doesn't really look too kingy though. Might be a Europe version, I don't know.
Just arrived in Porto Ceresio, and as you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. We're on Lake Lugano, so we're not actually on Lake Como. It's the lake right over there. That land you can see across the way is Switzerland. So we're basically right between Italy and Switzerland right now on this lake. I'm not sure which one. Oh. As you just step through the door, you see this beautiful view of the lake. We have this little living room, dining area, kitchen, which look at how gorgeous these are with the cafe and the sugar. So beautiful. But this is definitely what we paid for. I mean, how incredible. We could stay here for the whole trip and I don't think we would be disappointed. Let's go see what the bedroom looks like. Well, pretty nice. Just basic bed, but again, this is amazing. To wake up to that view. How's the bathroom?
The shower is really nice. Looks like.
Oh yeah, rain shower. We lucked out. And washer and dryer here, which is so nice. We can go ahead and wash these dirty airport clothes because we've been in them for 24 hours now, I think. We are gonna go take a shower finally. This meal marked the beginning of me breaking my veganism. I got a cacio e pepe, and it was one of the best cacio e pepes I had the whole trip. We got a marinara pizza to start, which we still have a slice left over, and then Jared got steak and fries. What's that mean?
A great dinner with my wife.
Aw, cheers to that. So Italian, ending your night with espresso. Was it a good first dinner?
You can also say una splendida con mi amor.
What's that mean?
A wonderful dinner with my wife.
I ate a lot of cheese tonight, so we'll see how this goes. You guys are having a front row seat to me kind of stopping my veganism, so welcome to the journey. Good morning. We're out for some coffee. In our best dress.
Sono tutti morti qua lì. Cosa c'entra? Perché firmi? Perché non se lo pigliano loro la responsabilità?
Non di vaccino c'è sopra.
Ah, beh, perché non se lo vaccino? Ma perché non...
Arrivederci.
So, in the shortest way possible, we never updated you guys on our flight situation.
Oh yeah.
The last update was me crying and us saying that we got a new flight to London. Well, then we got notification that my London visa came through after we had applied for them, but Jared's was actually delayed 72 hours. So we went back to the ticket counter, we're crying. There was luckily this angel of a man at the United Airlines counter. We weren't even buying United. We weren't doing anything for him. He had no reason to help us, but he was so nice, and he helped us find an Aer Lingus flight that took us to Dublin last night, and then a flight that we had to sprint to make the connection to on Ryanair that took us then from Dublin to Milan. And we actually ended up getting here earlier than we ever would have anyways.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, a funny turn of events. Expensive, but moral of the story, we will never fly Icelandair again. Their customer service was horrible. And
Carmen, I'm coming for you. I'll never forget.
That was the lady who closed the gate right on our faces after we bought the visas. She told us to. So that's our short but accurate update of how we ended up still making it to our honeymoon. We have set out on an hour hike to Switzerland. We can literally walk to Switzerland. That's how close we are in Porto Ceresio, where we are staying these first couple days. Like, here's us. There's Switzerland. We are over the Swiss border. We've been walking for probably a little under an hour, and we have about 20 minutes left till we get to the city we're trying to go to in Switzerland. the funicular gondola thing is closed. It says on the gate up there that they close for wind or storms, which it doesn't really feel like it's either right now, but
I told her, in Europe, they don't like to work, you know? They find an opportunity to shut this thing down, shut it down.
and it's kind of off season here. We're like the only people walking around and seemingly the only tourists, which is nice, but I think it means less is open. We took the ferry and now we are in Lugano, Switzerland. Thank you. We may have been in Switzerland, but this region of Switzerland in Lugano is still Italian speaking and heavily influenced by Italian culture and food, so we were still able to get a delicious Italian lunch. We are going to try our first Swiss chocolate. They had a vegan pistachio chocolate, and Jared got the hazelnut. These are just samples. We actually bought a piece of cashew chocolate that's vegan too.
Which we'll probably say for tonight now or later.
Oh my gosh. The chocolate flavor is so rich and strong. Like, I can tell that the Swiss are known for their chocolate. And the fact that it has pistachios in it makes me so happy. How's yours?
It's good. It literally sounds like a plane's going off with this.
It does. We're in the middle of a crazy storm, so we're just walking in shops and trying to stay dry at the moment. Piazza Stiocaro. It's beautiful. We took the funicular in Lugano up to a little bit of a higher point to get a better view of the city. The city was beautiful from up here. However, we didn't get to see too much because most of the time we were dodging the rain, running under little awnings so that we could avoid being totally soaked when we left Lugano. However, this city was beautiful despite the fact that it was rainy most of the time we were there. We would say if you're there on a rainy day, it's still worth going out and seeing. We never showed you guys earlier, but this is the chocolate we got to take away from the Swiss chocolate store we visited while in Lugano. Our ride back to Porto Ceresio was pretty fun. We were one of the only people on the ferry this time, and they offered us drinks when we got aboard, so we had a little refreshment on the way. So we walked all the way from there, all the way to there, from there. All right, we're headed back to Italian land, leaving Switzerland. It was expensive over there. Like, I feel like I saw so many different videos whenever I was looking and trying to plan this trip about how literally you go over to Switzerland and you can't afford lunch. It's not that off, not that far off. I feel like we went over there, food was way more expensive, public transportation, like, we just didn't really. Oh, museums, like everything was just so pricey. So we stayed over there for a little while. It was beautiful, but it was raining the whole time. Now we enjoyed our little ferry journey and back to Italia.
And we're poor now.
How poor are you now?
I'm so poor now.
Porto Ceresio, prossima fermata Porto Ceresio.
After our long walk from one country to another and running around in the rain, Jared needed a little nap and I needed some time to do some yoga.
I got this vodka shot for free. All right, salute.
We just went to the most fun little hole in the wall restaurant.
Look like Darth Vader. Look like a member of the
Yeah,
Star
we look
Wars
kind of crazy,
clan.
but it's been raining the entire time we were here. It was really cute. It felt like we were in a grandma's house. The food wasn't the best, but there were literally these little old nanas making the food, and so it just felt wholesome. We were some of the only people there, which also made us feel good about going there. And they literally brought us free limoncello shots at the end, and it was cheaper than any of our meals have been yet. For an entire bottle of wine, 2 entrees, a basket of bread, and 2 limoncello shots at the end. So, not the best food, but if you're here, we would shout them out. I should be clear, we would shout them out for the vibes, not for necessarily the location or the food. If you sit outside, the location is great because you're looking across at the Lake Lugano, but if you sit inside, you feel like you're in the middle of your grandma's house.
We get some gelato.
Yeah, we're moving on to gelato. No more about that weird dinner spot. All the gelato shops were unfortunately closed, so we stopped back by a cafe we went to in the morning, and they gave us their day-old croissants and some cookies to Jared. It was so nice. One last beautiful walk along Lake Lugano here as we head to the train station on to the next destination. We're not quite taking the train ride to our next full city we're staying at just yet. We are headed to Lake Como to compare. Is Lake Lugano or Lake Como better? We will keep you guys updated on what our verdict is. All right, we'll see you whenever it gets sunny outside. Okay, so we are currently on the train from Porto Ceresio to Como, and we're gonna arrive at platform 1 at our next station, and we have to transfer to platform 5. And we've had no water or coffee because we did not think to buy water last night to bring back to our Airbnb, so let's see if we can do this. She thinks we're cooked.
Yeah, we might be.
We might be paying for an Uber.
They're pretty nice here though, so they could just hold it for us. The reason we're doing this crazy 5 transfer train ride to get to Como is because it's $5, and to get an Uber is $150, even though it's only I think a 40-minute drive. So this is what we're doing. Welcome to the Budget Travelers page. Even on our honeymoon. We ran and we ran as fast as our little legs would carry us, and it was very disheartening that we got there and the boat was still there, the ferry that we wanted to take to go to Bellagio, which is supposed to be the most beautiful town on Lake Como, but there was a mile-long line for tickets and we did not make it in time. We didn't make it.
So now we will just tour Como. As you can see, it's pretty beautiful actually, but we need water and coffee. Jared wanted to try the McDonald's croissant.
No, I didn't want to go.
I wasn't supposed to tell you guys.
I didn't want to go.
was still raining on our day in Como, so we decided to take the Como funicular to get a better view of the lake. So we took this up to the top, which takes you to the little village of Brunette, which has so much to offer and was so cute to walk around.
Looks like a dungeon, doesn't it?
We got the front of the funicular. It looks like a roller coaster ahead. That is where we want to go skiing for his birthday.
Maybe not.
The Alps. So we are down here. We hike, we can see the villas, and we can see whatever this is, and then we can see whatever this is, and that, and then the lighthouse. This way to everything. We ended up taking a few wrong turns, and while lugging our suitcases around on these cobblestone streets was lovely, we decided we weren't going to make it all the way to the lighthouse, which was the furthest hike away. So instead, we hiked to one of the closest sites, which was this old fountain. So the city of Como is like over here in this little corner. And then this is where the first finger of the lake goes off to connect. So that's where we would have taken a ferry down to the middle of the lake.
Vampire territory.
It feels very vampire-y, like look at... Also, literally nobody's here. Like, aren't we the only ones we've seen doing this walk? There's like all these touristy signs around telling you to take this walk to go up to this fountain, but we're the only ones doing it. I'd say, so far our experience, if you want to come to Italy when it's not super touristy, come in end of August, early September, because we have not seen, we've been the only tourists, honestly. We just saw what we hiked like literally 30 minutes up this cobblestone street with our suitcases for. It said like Grand Fountain ahead. This is the fountain. But I think it's kind of beautiful. Bye, cat. I felt like I hadn't had any fruit in days, so we made time for a healthy snack before getting on the train. This is the first time we've seen the sun our whole trip. A good trip never ends without sprinting back from the bathroom so you can make your train on time. Heads up, the bathrooms require money. This is why we were running late.